In question 38, we're asked to firstly produce a scatter plot, look at the equation line of best fit, but then we're going to have a look to see how each value differs from its particular x value. That's from the equation versus the residual. Now, our calculator can do much of the hard work for us. So putting that data in, wait a minute to see the answer quite yet. There's my figures there, and what I've done, I've gone calc, regression, linear regression, and when it comes to the formula, y1, I'm going to copy the residual. That means the difference from the prediction to the actual into the residual column. So write down the equation. So y is equal to 5.92x plus 0.5, or in this case, the braking force, or the force if you like, 5.92 t plus 0.5. Put that down like so. Okay then. And not only do I have, it's a pretty darn good graph there, I've got my x, my y figure, the difference from the prediction. I could also have a little bit of fiddling around, find the residual as well. I might just quickly do that now. So getting into set graph, setting. I'm going to change that list 1 and list 2 to list 1 and list 3. Press the graph. And you can see there the particular points. I could use the analysis feature, trace, and tab along as I go. So you can see the 2 is negative 0.33. I'll write that one down and put it in my graph, put it in my table, sorry. 0.833 above, 6 is negative 1, 1 under, and so on. Nice little facility there. You'll now need to record that list 3 into your table. So all I've done here is just copy those figures down, and I've plugged into the equation to find the y. I won't demonstrate that. That's something you've had a lot of practice with. And then, using the graph as before, I can plot a copy of the residual graph. Nice little pointer here. As we do that, be there with the residual plot. You can see I could scale that from 0 through to 16. And as you're doing that, get an idea of the magnitude of the maximum and the minimum residuals. So that last one, negative 1.16. You can see here, probably the biggest one I've got, 1.166, etc., 17, and so on. So as you're plotting it, tab along and use that in order to help you put those points on. Nice little tool to get used to. I'll leave you to do that. Now, when it comes to making use of the information as you're going, we're asked for what's happening with the value of 14. Well, we actually got 85. The predicted figure is 83.3. There's two ways of answering that question. We can say that the predicted figure is 1.67 newtons below that the actual value, or I can say the actual value is 1.67 newtons above that predicted by the equation. Now, this is probably one of the harder things we look at in this course, so please take your time looking at this particular question and taking the time to plot this graph by hand as you go.